I'm Kelly Epperson with WPAQ 740 AM, and I'm sitting here with Frank Clawson, who is running for the North Ward City Commissioner seat in the upcoming Mount Airy municipal election. This interview is brought to you by Mount Airy Downtown Inc., MAD. MAD Inc. is a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to foster and stimulate economic growth and development within the city of Mount Airy's historic district area through a variety of strategies and activities. MAD Inc. is an award-winning North Carolina Main Street organization committed to historic preservation-based community revitalization. The MAD Inc. Board of Directors represents downtown property owners, business owners, residents, and civic leaders. The following questions will address downtown development issues that will affect the growth of the district in the coming years. Each of 9 candidates for City Council has been invited to participate and will have an equal amount of time to answer the questions. The purpose of these interviews is to educate downtown stakeholders on the upcoming election and to encourage the citizens of Mount Airy to vote in the city municipal primary on October 8th, as well as the city municipal election on November 5th. More information on the upcoming election can be found through the Surry County Board of Elections. Question 1. The Spencer's Economic Development Project obviously looms large, and there have been many criticisms about how the city has handled this complex project. As a potential future city commissioner, you will need to decide how best to move forward. The city owns the property and the buildings that will be left after the selective demolition of unsound structures occurs this fall. A 2-part question. What specific steps do you think the city should now take to maximize the public benefit from this property? And how do you see those action steps affecting the downtown district?
Well, I think there's 5 steps that we need to follow. Number 1, I think we need to satisfy all our existing contractual obligations regarding the property. Number 2, I think we need to scrutinize all proposed expenditures moving forward, step by step. I think we need to create a plan with resources available from local and state levels. And that plan would not include another consultant. I think we have everything we need right here within our community. The plan would guide the development to ensure the property is developed that benefits the most of the city. Complete only the infrastructure requirements necessary to prepare the property to be marketed to potential commercial developers. And then lastly, sell the property to commercial developers that provides an attractive revenue-generating asset to the city. I honestly feel and I predict that this Spencer's project will become an asset to our city. I really believe that. But we must be wise with our decisions moving forward.
Question 2. Among the money spent on the Spencer's project, about $740,000 wasn't spent on the actual Spencer's property. $750,000 paid for much-needed repairs and replacements of decades-old sewers, water lines, and storm water drainage under and around Willow and Oak Street, essential infrastructure improvements needed to support existing properties, whether the city bought Spencer's or not. The water lines and sewers in downtown Mount Airy are some of the oldest in the city, with many areas dating back to 1905, and they are failing. A 2-part question. Will you put repair, replacement, and rehabilitation of the downtown sewer and water systems at the top of your priorities for capital improvements? And if so, how should the city pay for it?
I absolutely support infrastructure expenditures within our entire city. I support prioritizing repair, replace, or rehabilitation of infrastructure based on the needs of the entire city. Downtown is critical to our city's health, no doubt about it, but it's not just the only concern with our city. A commissioner must look out for all our citizens, not just the downtown area. Infrastructure repairs, replacement, and rehabilitation are extremely costly endeavor. We know that. Absolutely necessary if you want to have clean water and adequate sewer systems. The city will have to continue to work with state and federal officials to obtain as much funding as possible for those types of endeavors.
Question 3. In 2013, Mount Airy joined the North Carolina Main Street Program, and Mount Airy Downtown Inc. was formed to manage the Main Street four-point approach to downtown revitalization: organization, economic vitality, design, and promotion. In the last 6 years, we have seen significant growth downtown, with 57 facades redone, 27 building rehabilitations, 15 public improvement projects, 68 net gain full-time jobs, 45 net gain part-time jobs, 27 net gain businesses, 14 business expansions, 23 housing units created, and over $3.2 million in public investment, with $15.6 million in private investment downtown. MAD's work and goals are based on downtown economic development strategies that encourage historic preservation-based downtown revitalization. Two-part question. As a city commissioner, what would be your top priorities and goals for downtown over the next 4 years? How will those properties support continued growth in the downtown district, which accounts for the largest concentration of property value in Mount Airy?
First of all, I ask the tough questions and analyze our budget expenditures every step of the way to ensure our financial health as a city. I'll ensure policies and funding, where appropriate and feasible, promotes keeping Mount Airy a city where people want to visit and, more importantly, want to live here. I'll support efforts to promote business and complementary industries within our entire city, not just the downtown area. I'll foster collaboration to maximize our limited resources to avoid duplication. We will have to learn to compromise for the benefit of our entire city. If not, we'll be right here asking the same questions 2 and 4 years from now.
Question 4. The following list of initiatives has been drawn from downtown needs and priorities identified by MAD, the North Carolina Main Street Center, and several studies that have been undertaken in recent years with tons of data, lots of maps, and many pages of citizen input. Examples: Vision Mount Airy Land Use Plan, 2004 West Side Development Master Plan, 2008 study on Spencer's Mill Complex, 2015 study on Hotel Convention Center feasibility, 2015 Mount Airy Comprehensive Plan, and the Mount Airy TDA study, Strategic Direction 2020. Please simply react to each item on the list with either thumbs up, meaning yes, I support this initiative, question mark, meaning I might support this initiative if provided more information or on a modified basis, or thumbs down, meaning no, I do not support this initiative. And please speak your response for the radio audience. Take stock of city property and other assets that potentially could be monetized, sold, or leased.
Yes, I would support that.
Identify infrastructure improvement needs and implement a plan to update aging and failing infrastructure.
Yes, I absolutely support that.
Work with the Tourism Development Authority and other community partners to support a wayfinding plan, providing updated signage for vehicular and pedestrian traffic.
Yes, I support that.
Undertake a more detailed market analysis to better understand how our retail trade area, and identify growth opportunities that could be targeted.
Yes, I support that.
Develop a better, more comprehensive parking plan to address the chronic shortage of downtown parking.
Yes, I support that.
Work with the community college and the public schools to promote and provide vocational and trade education and training.
Yes, I support that.
Provide greater support for a permanent farmers market.
Just need more information.
Update streetscapes, including burying overhead power lines.
Just need more information to make a decision.
Develop public spaces, including pocket parks and a town commons.
Just need more information.
Continue greenway connections or expansions through the downtown area.
Yes, I support that.
Continue to support festivals and other events sponsored by nonprofit civic organizations.
Yes, I support that.
And in closing, please briefly elaborate on any of these topics and provide a closing comment.
Since starting our travel business 3 years ago, I constantly meet people from all around the world that speak about the charm and quaintness of Mount Airy. The downtown area is critical to the health of Mount Airy, and I always will be supportive of downtown projects as long as they are cost-effective, part of a larger plan, and helps the majority of citizens. As a commissioner, my number one goal is to ensure that taxpayers' dollars generate as much value for the majority of our citizens. I will be conservative when dealing with taxpayer dollars, and I will not take that responsibility lightly. I will listen more and speak less. I will search for areas that we can work together to support all parts of our city, and will work towards a win-win outcome. I want to thank you, Kelly Epperson, Greg Hawks, Lizzie Morrison, and the Mount Airy Downtown Incorporated Board of Directors for this opportunity to share my viewpoints. If you want to make a difference, get involved, speak up, and go vote. Thanks for this opportunity.